this covenant be a testament of faithfulness and sanctity, as the ceremony celebrates the covenant that is sealed with abiding love, so does this day promise the sweetness of that family union which is founded on dedication and commitment, on duty and self-consecration. James and Sally, what a amazing day this is for the two of you. We are all so honored to be here today to celebrate with you, to support you, and to give you a sense of community, which is so important in life. And I want to thank each one of you for being here today to celebrate this wonderful union. Each one of you is very important to Jamie and Sally, and that is why you've come from near and mostly from far to celebrate with them. They've asked me to say a few words as we begin the ceremony. My name is James Morell, Rabbi, and it really is a great privilege to celebrate with this wonderful couple. We met each other through Zoom, of course, from Michigan to Seattle several months ago, and here we are now celebrating. When I first met the two of you, we discovered something very interesting, that all three of us are graduates of Reed College, and that's kind of a nice connection that we have. And, you know, when I went to Reed College, my professor of literature said, avoid cliches like the plague. And I'm going to give you 3 cliches today. First of all, you wrote beautiful things about each other. And in a few moments, you're going to say a few of those words to each other, which is really the most important thing about this ceremony. And that'll be something that we'll all look forward to. You talked about your relationship, how you met many years ago when you were at college, how you separated for quite a few years, and how you found each other again, which we're also grateful. So the first cliche is, patience is a virtue. You've waited a long time to be here, to confirm your relationship, but that patience is really paying off so beautifully now that you're here together. The next cliche is, dreams do come true. I'm sure that each one of you, in your own way, were hoping that you would find a partner with whom you can share your life and to be your soulmate and your best friend, companion in life. And now that dream has come true today, because you now are, and you know it, in the deepest part of your being, that you have found that one, and your dream has come true. And the third cliche is from the Torah, from the Bible. One of the first things we read in the Bible, in the book of Genesis. It may be a cliche, but it's also very, very deep and true. It's not good to be alone. It's not good to be alone. And so, if we're fortunate, as you two have been, you do find that special person in your life with whom you can share and raise with the help of the universe, children and perhaps even grandchildren together. And you can have the sense of not being alone, because being alone and being lonely is one of the worst things in this world. And unfortunately, not everybody has that gift of finding the other person to fulfill that sense of being together. But the two of you have. And so, never take it for granted, and make this relationship the center of your life with all the other things that you do, the person whose hand you're holding today is truly your soulmate, your best friend, and your life partner. And so may it be so. Now, as I said, the most important thing about this ceremony is not what I have to say, but what you have to say to each other. And you've taken quite a bit of thought to prepare these words. And so I'm going to begin with you, James. Take this microphone. Here are the words that you wrote. You want me to hold it for you?
Yes, please. Okay. In this moment, while we make our solemn vows, we wish to recognize and recall all the compromises and acts of loving kindness that our family and friends have made to support us. I, James, promise to love you for who you are and for who you are yet to become. I promise to be patient and to remember that all things between us are rooted in love. I promise to nurture your dreams and to help you reach them. I vow to share my whole heart with you and to remember to show how deeply I care for you, no matter the challenges that may come our way. I promise to love you loyally and fiercely as long as I shall live.
Now, Sally.
I, Sally, promise to love you for who you are and who you are yet to become. I promise to be patient and to remember that all things between us are rooted in love. I promise to nurture your dreams and to help you reach them. I vow to share my whole heart with you and to remember to show how deeply I care for you, no matter the challenges that may come our way. I promise to love you loyally and fiercely as long as I shall live.
And now, Sally and James, in the presence of caring and loving witnesses, you stand ready to enter into the bond of matrimony. Respond in faithfulness. Sally, do you of your own free will and consent take James to be your husband, and do you promise to love, honor, and cherish him throughout life? If so, answer, I do. And James, do you of your own free will and consent take Sally to be your wife, and you promise to love, honor, and cherish her throughout life? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Now we're going to ask Maxwell, Chelsea, to give you the rings. All right, Sally, you're going to begin. Place this ring upon the finger of your groom, token of matrimony, and repeat these words to him. Be thou consecrated to me.
Be thou consecrated to me with this ring as my husband with an abiding love.
Beautiful. And James, place the ring upon the finger of your bride as a token of matrimony. Say these words to her.
Be thou consecrated unto me with this ring as my wife with an abiding love.
By these rings, Sally and James, you symbolize your marriage bond. May their meaning enter into your hearts and bind your lives together in faithfulness and dedication to one another. Truly, then, these rings will fulfill the words found in the Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs, Simeni Chachatam Alibecha. Wear me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm. For love is infinitely strong. Many waters cannot quench love, nor flood sweep it away. Now I'm going to ask you to share from a single cup of wine, which is traditional. That's something we want to make this very beautiful Kiddush cup. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. We praise the universe for the gift of the fruit of the vine, which is symbolic of love and commitment. As you share from the single cup of wine, so do you undertake to share together the cup of life. We trust and pray that the cup of life that you share will be filled with sweetness, like the sweet wine. Whatever drops of sadness or disappointment the cup of life may have will be reduced and assuaged because you share it together. As we prepare to conclude our ceremony, as part of the great Jewish tradition, we'll break a glass to remind you, Sally, and James, that like glass, life is fragile. You must treat relationship with special care, for like glass, it is strong enough to hold your love, yet fragile enough to break. And when the glass is shattered, it is customary and a cue for all of us present to make your joy felt as a great wave of exultation by shouting the words Mazel Tov, which means congratulations. That'll happen in a few minutes, so prepare yourself. Now, in mutual concern and ever-deepening regard for one another, may the home you establish be a sanctuary that is filled with the spirit of grace and generosity. You have now spoken the words and performed the rites that unite your lives. I do therefore, in conformity with ancient custom and with the laws of this state, declare your marriage to be valid and binding. I pronounce you, James and Sally, to be husband and wife. Sally and James, now you need not know the cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. You need not know the dark, for each of you can be light to the other. You have this day raised up a shelter against the loneliness of human existence. Though that you remain two persons, you will share a life together. May your years be good and long upon the earth, and may love and truth be your companion forever. Yehi darkechem mevorach. May your way be blessed. Ya'er alechem or hachma. May wisdom light shine upon you. Yitain lachem masechem shalom. May your journey bring you peace. Amen. May it be so. And now, are you ready for the breaking of the glass? Remember the word, Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov! Now, you two of you may kiss, please.